Alright guys, so previously in the last video I shared with you guys this comp right over here, Financier, Wildberry, Espresso, Pomegranate, and Vampire. However, in this video I want to tell you guys the team that you guys can use right now to counter this team, and it is going to be this one right here. We are using the classic speed comp treasures, which are going to be enchanted robe, scroll, as well as a sight. And here we go guys, let me show you guys the topping real quick, and that's going to include 5 of the solid almond for our Wildberry, same thing as before. 5 solid almond for our caramel arrow. Of course, you want to have the attack speed on caramel arrow. Next one is going to be our eclair. Eclair is also going to have 5 solid almond. You want to have a bit of cooldown, but of course right now with the lack of solid almonds, I'm just using whatever is possible. Next one is going to be Frost Queen as well, 5 solid almond here, and our herb is also using 5 solid almonds. So the downside of this team right now, in order to counter the other team, is pretty much that you need 5 solid almond, because of the fact that you need your back line to actually survive Vampire's bite, and that's the reason why all of them are using 5 solid almonds. But here we go guys, let me show you guys this team inside of the battle, and let me show you guys exactly what it does and what kind of counter it has to that exact same team. Alright guys, so here we go. We see a Vampire Cookie as well as we see a Wildberry and our Financier here on the other team. 2 of the missing ones, it can be anything really. Espresso, Dark Cacao, Pomegranate, whatever it is. It could even be Caramel Arrow, but we're still going to go in with it and show you guys exactly how this team counters this one. Alright, here we go. So they are using the Espresso Pomegranate, but looking at their power, I'm guessing that they are actually using 5 Singing Raspberry for their espresso as well. All right, and Vampire actually just got obliterated already. I guess it was a Vampire without any you know, anything with damage resist. And there we go. Sorry, I was moving the camera. Camera tends to spin around sometimes, but here we go. You guys can see Caramel Arrow just destroying the entire team right there. Vampire, especially because of the fact that he does not have a +10, he's not even going to come back alive. So what it really does is, you know, even though they have the monocle and things, if you actually use this team, you're actually going to be able to use Wildberry, Caramel Arrow's skill, as well as Eclair's combo together to deal a massive amount of damage before their monocle actually procs. So that's the reason why this combo is really good. And on top of that, you're using Frost Queen to kind of freeze them, you know, and keep them in place without having their cooldown actually resetting. And on top of that, herb is gonna act like that monocle of the team and purify any of the bleeding or any of the you know, debuffs that are gonna happen to the team. Alright, here we go guys. We see another one here. We're gonna go, they do have a 4-star Ascension Financier, but we're still gonna attack it. Let's see how well we do. And once again guys, you know, everything is gonna really come down to the toppings and everything, and also in the Grandmaster stages, it's really gonna come down to, you know, sometimes your ascension, the topping, cooldown, and even the smallest things like the tech, and all of those are gonna come into place. Actually, this time around they do have a sorbet, so sorbet can actually deal some good amount of damage to our frontline tanks, but we got lucky right there, and we were actually able to get rid of sorbet before they were actually able to do too much damage to our cookies. And right there, because of that, you know, we're gonna be able to win this battle here. And there we go. Caramel Arrow, even though she was very close to dying, we actually took that victory. And I think, you know, there's just so many different comps right now, you know, the variations of, you know, Wildberry, Financier, you know, you can see Dark Cacao, Caramel Arrow used along with them. Sometimes people don't even use a healer and just go with the monocle. But I think that's the beauty of the arena right now, although it can be a bit frustrating that there's so many different comps now, but I think that's the beauty. And you know, it's not going to be stale, it's not going to be the same anymore. It's not exactly the same comps playing every single time, and there's still options for you guys to use in order to counter some of these comps, using different teams, using the cookies that you guys have, rather than always having to use the same exact team like we had to do before. Alright, so here we go. Caramel Arrow just doing the massive amount of damage to the front line and just obliterating them with that combo. Alright, another one here. They do have 1.4 million. I'm wondering what this is going to be. Maybe it is going to be the Espresso and Vampire, but with full Singing Raspberry for both. We're still going to go in with it guys, and let's see how well we do. Here we go. They do have 362 place right there, or 62nd place right there. And let's see what they, yeah, I think it is a Syrian Raspberry. I mean, Espresso took so much damage right there. And we should still be okay here. Herb actually survived, got rid of the bleeding, frozen, and with the extra 100%, Espresso is going to be gone. Vampire actually died, but you know, we didn't lose anyone except until that time. So we should be okay here. Freeze them right there, and good stuff. You know, I would say that's the reason why you want to have Espresso with a full solid almond, just in case something like this happens. You saw Espresso just being one-shotted by Caramel Arrow pretty much, and didn't get the chance to do anything afterwards. So Caramel Arrow actually just shredding through the entire team. They did have a plus 10 magic candy on both of them. So you can see, even though this is a team without any of the magic candies right now, you know, they're still going to be able to perform. Alright, another one. This one's going to be Grandmaster 2. However, they do have 1.5 million damage, and they do have, you know, Vampire here. I'm not sure which of these two are going to be, but we're still going to go in with it and see how well we do against the Grandmaster 2. Here we go, and they are in the 43rd place, and it's going to be the Espresso and Parfait. So you guys actually saw is 1.5 million. That means that Espresso and probably Vampire are going to have either, you know, maxed out candies, or they're going with the full Syrian Raspberry. And in this case, I think they are going with the full Syrian Raspberry for Espresso, just because I see that Financier is actually targeting Espresso. And man, dude. Alright, well, there's your example of pure stats just actually, you know, beating you right there. Just pure stats, right? Man, I couldn't even kill that Espresso. That was kind of crazy. Alright. I guess that's how it works, you know. Sometimes, you know, you just lose because of the stats. I mean, what can you do about that, right? Alright guys, another one here. 1.4 million Wildberry and Financier. Let's go and see how well we do. Here we go. And it's going to be actually Caramel Arrow this time around, with the Espresso and Vampire on the other team. Okay. So hopefully we're able to, you know, we actually killed off Espresso early on, so that's a good thing. Herb's going to use his skill. That's going to get rid of the bleeding, as well as some of the combos from the Caramel Arrow. And bam, there we go. Clean victory right there. Okay. There we go. So you guys can really see, right? I mean, just the fact that Caramel Arrow is able to combo it up with Eclair as well as Frost Queen, you know, just kind of grouping them up together, as well as having that weakness debuff, and then just comboing it with that final burst at the end from the arrow stack, really shows that Caramel Arrow can break through the defense of Wildberry as well as Financier, and also target the backline as well. There are going to be times when you are still going to lose. I mean, a lot of different factors come into play nowadays that can make the difference, especially your toppings, you know, your cooldown against the other team, you know, your technologies, and even now the ascension part can be kind of tough. But just know that this combo, or this team comp, is pretty much going to be you know, you using a paper against a rock. All right, so majority of the time you'll win, but sometimes, you guys saw me versus that Grandmaster 2, you know, sometimes you just lose. All right, but there you guys go. I hope you guys found the video helpful. I hope you guys can find the best comp for you guys right now, and of course enjoy the game using the cookies that you guys would like. And I'll try to make a team comp for Purple Yam as well, for anybody who's curious about using Purple Yam inside of the arena. Once again guys, if you guys haven't watched any of the other team comp videos, if you guys want to watch the one that I did for this comp, then you guys can find it up right here. And if you already watched that, then go watch another video that YouTube suggests on the other side. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys over there.